SportsJerkz.com. The latest sports headlines, scores, and best trash talk around. Listen to the Sports Jerkz podcast every Wednesday or forget about it. SportsJerkz.com, because we tell it how it is.
All right, my sports jerk of the week is Florida State freshman quarterback DeAndre Johnson. In case you guys haven't heard or seen the video that's making its rounds on the internet right now, DeAndre Johnson was at a bar in Tallahassee, Florida, off campus from Florida State, when a woman stepped in front of him to order her drink. So I'm going to give you guys 3 choices as to what happens next, okay? You guys here? Hold on, I'm going to give you the choices.
Okay, yeah,
okay. 1, did he ask the female to order him a drink? We got, yeah?
Negative.
Okay, let's go 2.
That's negative.
Did he whisper sweet nothings in her ear to get her phone number or even Instagram name?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Okay, all right. Or 3, did he get into a physical altercation with the woman and pull a Ray Rice?
She kind of got into a physical altercation with him, and then she just got punched in the face and knocked out.
Can I finish it, though?
I'm just saying she initiated it, though.
Can I finish my sports
trick?
So, yes, he got into a physical altercation with the woman, all right? So Mr. Johnson confronted the woman about cutting in front of him and eventually landed a right hook, causing the woman's nose to bleed all over the bar. DeAndre Johnson was soon suspended indefinitely from the team, and last night Florida State cut his ass and let him go. All right, DeAndre, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm pretty sure Ray Rice wrote the blueprint on how to ruin your life in one night. You see, DeAndre's future looked promising. He enrolled at Florida State early. He was Mr. Football last year in high school as a senior in Jacksonville, Florida. And now no Division I team is going to call him because he let his dumb ass behavior get in his way and punched this girl at the bar. I don't care what the girl said to him. You have more to risk than this female at the bar. So whatever they say to you is not going to be nearly as bad as what these guys say to you on the field. So you know what, DeAndre? Brush it off and let it go, man. You don't hit this girl, especially when you're on camera and your name is known. So that's my sports jerk of the week, man. What an idiot.
Well, first of all, why was he at a bar?
19 years old. 19 years old at the bar.
That's number 1, so obviously he's not very mature.
Nope.
Yeah, no matter what, I don't care. To me, I would like to think that no matter what was possibly or said to me, I would never put my hand up to a female.
Exactly.
Especially like who just knocks a chick out? What
she did.
Like,
she did put her hands up.
Can I explain what happened in the video?
She did put her hands up and did try to hit him.
That's not all she did. All right, so they were both like at the bar. She was kind of a little bit like in front of him, and he was trying to move over to the side of her. And she like kind of turns back and looks at him, and I guess he says something to her. And then she holds her fist up, and then goes back to him. He grabs her fist and kind of pushes her back, but then she swings to hit him with her other arm, and then he knocked her out.
And that's
excuse.
It's no excuse,
that's why. And he's 19. That's why he should not be in that situation at all.
Drunk.
Exactly.
It's an unfortunate situation for him.
It's a terrible situation.
It really is. It's a shame. Not that she deserved it, but she did initiate it.
I understand
She
that.
completely initiated
So you think I'm supposed to hit every girl that swings at me or something?
No, but I mean, it is like situational. I mean,
you can't do it. It's not the right thing to do.
Yeah, you're right.
We're taught as men or as boys growing up, we don't hit girls. I have a sister
But
that's younger than me.
But it goes for girls too. Like, don't go to the bar and start swinging on guys.
I have a sister younger than me, and I'm not allowed to hit my sister. That's how it is. You can't change the unwritten law of being a man. You cannot hit a female. It's never right.
She shouldn't hit him either, but it doesn't. I mean,
it's never right. Let her be in the wrong. 2 wrongs don't make it right? So him hitting her back, he lost his football scholarship.
I also did hear she did call him the N-word too. That was also reported.
You don't think they're going to call him that in the stands at Florida State with 70,000 people in the stands? They say that stuff all the time. You got to let it go.
It's true.
This man has lost out on millions possibly because he probably could have went to the NFL draft in 3 years. He lost everything now.
What was he at a bar for?
But why? Ray Rice wrote the blueprint on how to ruin your life in one night. What are you doing? You can't do that. There's cameras. We live in a society now where everything is on camera.
Yeah,
everything.
Security camera.
Everything is on camera. People have their cell phones out. We have security cameras. Everything is on camera. You can't escape anything you do now. We live in such a transparent society now.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. It's a shame. I feel bad for him, not the girl who got punched in the face. I feel like she definitely deserved it.
I feel bad.
Last time she'll probably ever go to the bar and try and start a fight with somebody.
Probably not. That's the sad thing about it.
Lesson learned.
That's probably not her first time.
It'll probably be her last time after getting punched in the face like that.
I definitely don't think so. There's always that drunk girl at the bar that's always going to say something to somebody and always get in a fight, and that's that girl. So, unfortunate, but it happened. You know?
All right, Josh, you're up.
This is kind of like a co-award.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Dayton Jones. What the hell is his name? Dayton Jones.
Dayton Jones. Yeah.
Dayton Jones, Rolando McClain, Sheldon Richardson, and Antonio Gates.
Ooh.
All three of them. Not so much Gates because PEDs, whatever. I don't really care about that. Failing the drug test is unexcusable in the NFL.
Yeah.
You get tested twice a year.
And they let you know like a month ahead of time. Yeah.
The coach tells you, listen, hey, cut it out for a month. You're going to be tested.
Yep.
It's right before OTAs, and I think right before training camp. There's no possible explanation why you should ever get popped for a drug test. You could debate whether it should be legal or not, whatever. It doesn't matter. Every single company in America, they have a drug policy. You can't do it. You can't do it.
Nope.
But you can more or less do it in the NFL, except for
2 times.
2 times.
Yep.
You're telling me you can't wait?
Can't stay off the weed, man.
They just forfeited 4 game checks because it's just to smoke some weed.
Yeah, they can't leave the weed alone.
And I don't know what's wrong with these people. And I can even add now Donovan McNabb into the.
Oh, he's alcoholic. Yeah. See, I've been saying about him.
I mean, but whatever. I mean,
that's why he was throwing up at the Super Bowl.
That's neither here nor there. But it just amazes me how these players just
stay off the weed.
So stupid.
Millions.
You don't
of
have
dollars.
to stay off the weed. Stay off the weed for this month and next month.
No, but what's the point of even using it at all? If you're
a lot of them now, they say that
should be high on life.
It helps them. It really helps them cope with their injuries and their brain and all this other crap. Whatever they use it.
Doesn't seem to be helping their brains at all.
No, it would help me cope with it. Millions of dollars.
Exactly. If I looked at my bank account and saw like what they had in their bank and mine, I'll be high off of life.
Yeah, the pain can't hurt that bad.
It's just it's unbelievable, and especially a guy like Sheldon Richardson, he probably just lost his chance to probably stay with the Jets when it comes to being a free agent or extending him, because if you're going to keep costing your team 4 games, luckily they drafted a stud defensive tackle. That can end up taking his place, but I mean it's just
stupid.
4 game checks,
stupid,
just to smoke. And it kills me. Like you said, the coaches come to the house. Like, listen,
they tell them.
Just, you're going to be testing a month. Whatever you're doing, knock it off. Is it that hard for a month? Apparently so.
This guy's partying too hard.
Those guys. Man. And Antonio, the PED thing, I don't know.
He's old, so he's probably trying to make up for his age. And
that's what I was going to say.
He keeps looking over his shoulder.
He
keeps looking over his shoder because we have a stud tight end right behind him, Ladarius Green, that's up and coming. So
can you blame him? I think trying to protect his livelihood.
I guarantee you, 60% of NFL players use.
Absolutely.
PED.
I mean, it is such a physical contact sport. It's almost like, how could you not? That's why I feel like they shouldn't be so hard on NFL players for popping for PEDs. Honestly, I feel like they should turn a blind eye to it.
And I guarantee you, 15 years from now, we're gonna find out that Seahawks defense was all roided up
or something.
Because there's no way. You know how vicious that team was for the past 3 years. There's no way you could just keep going out there and hitting like that.
Well, we'll also see what happens with Philly this year too, with them with Byron Maxwell. See if he's even close to what he was out there.
Probably not, but system makes players.
I know why we're trying to take just little underhanded shots at the Eagles. Leave them alone now.
Anyway,
I'm just saying.
So you four morons are my sports jerks of the week.
Mine goes out to Floyd Money Mayweather, who was stripped of his welterweight belt by the WBO for having too many belts. Mayweather refused to vacate. Well, I don't know if he refused or just didn't do it. He didn't vacate his other titles that he had. He has 2 super welterweight division titles from the WBA and WBC. He did not vacate them by the July 3rd deadline, so the WBO stripped him of his belt. And that was the belt he won for defeating Manny Pacquiao.
I thought that was because he had to pay something.
And also, he did not pay the $200,000 sanctioning fee. So it is a combination of those 2 things.
Yeah, he didn't pay it in time.
So he does have I believe it's 2 weeks to file an appeal, which I'm sure he should do that. But Money Mayweather gets it because how do you not do what needs to be done so you get your belt for defeating Manny Pacquiao after all the hype that fight had around it?
That's true.
Doesn't make any sense.
I just think there's way too many belts in boxing.
You know he has $200,000 to.
There's too many belts in boxing. Like each weight class can have up to 7 champions. Like I don't how do you have 7 belts per weight class?
It is crazy. Ridiculous. Like the belts. Yeah.
And there's so many different WBOs. They have so many organizations. Like
that's what it is. He couldn't have any other titles from any other organizations, and he has 2.
What kind of sense does that make?
Who the heck knows?
I'm surprised nobody chose Jason. Jason
nobody
Pierre-Paul.
in his entourage or like none of his
I was waiting on that.
managers knew about this.
Oh, they knew.
You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like I don't understand why it wasn't taken care of before July 3rd, so he could just get his belt.
Yeah, they knew.
It just makes him look stupid.
Definitely. But why did nobody choose Jason Pierre-Paul as Sports Jerk of the Week?
I don't know.
Somebody should have. Yeah. I mean, he's just Sports Jerk, I think, of the year.
Well, my guys were like right in the beginning of the week. I'm like, these guys are the idiots.
Yeah.
Not that he isn't. I mean, he just cost himself a ton of money.
There's got to be nothing but dumb in the water in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
First, we had Jameis Winston with his stuff, and now we have this guy.
Well,
come on, Chris, what's my quote?
Just because you got a lot of money doesn't make you a smart person.
Yes, thank you.
So everyone who didn't hear, Jason Pierre-Paul was setting off fireworks and set his hand on fire or blew up in his hand, and then all his
they don't know like this.
His hands were like burnt to the bone. And
no, but
then,
they don't know like the full details. Nothing has like really leaked out except like he might have burns and possible nerve damage. They don't have like any like concrete.
But I don't think he lost any fingers.
He didn't lose anything. No.
It's got to be worse than what they're because no one's even talking.
So the Giants took back his $60 million contract offer,
and he also didn't sign his franchise tag.
So now he's going to be a free agent though. After next year. After this year.
He still hasn't. He has to sign his franchise tag. If he doesn't sign that, he could be. I don't know what can
come
happen
right to the Eagles, Jason Pierre-Paul. We love injuries.
Yeah,
we love them.
No hands, JPP.
No hands. You'll fit right in. We have no knees. Sam Bradford at quarterback.
Look, no hands.
All right, guys. That's all we have for you this week. Make sure you tune in next week, and in the meantime, check out our website.
SportsJerkz.com with a Z.
All right. Until then, make sure you stay up on your sports. All right. Catch you later.
Can't get enough of Sports Jerkz? Head over to the website, sportsjerkz.com, for the latest sports news, headlines, and scores. Podcasts available on iTunes, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Podomatic.